Begin the form with your body upright and your feet together. Ensure that your body is balanced, fully relaxed, and that your mind is clear. Choose a point in front of you on which to gently focus your mind. Raise your hands to your side and measure out your stance. Spend some extra time here just to further relax the body, releasing any tension, open up the mind, and clarify your focus. Begin by piercing the hands towards the center line, wrists in front of your solar plexus, piercing down diagonally, and then raising up with the fingers. Form two fists and return your hands to your side. Punching out on the left with your knuckles down the center line. Dropping down into Tan Sao, rotating through Hun Sao, returning the hand back to your side. Same thing on the right, coming to the center, piercing forward with the knuckles down the center line, rotating down into Tan Sao, rotating through Hun Sao, and returning your hand back to your side. Opening up on the left, pitch your little finger to the center line, rotating around forward through Tan Sao, get the 3/4 extension, rotating the palm, fully around into Torso, returning Torso backwards towards the body, getting to a fist distance from the body, rotating into Fuk Sao. Ensure that Fuk Sao and Torso both have your wrist on the center. We're going to repeat this movement a minimum of 3 times, ensuring that the elbow follows the direction of the wrist coming onto the center. Also make sure as you're rotating that your shoulder, elbow, and your wrist or your forearm are all evenly rotating. And your last time back, fingers to the ceiling, parry to the opposite armpit, back to center, vertical palm strike, down into Tan Sao, Hun Sao, and back. Same thing on the right. Piercing the little finger to center line, piercing forward, following the wrist with the elbow, get to 3/4 extension, round into Hun Sao, coming into Torso, rotating back to a fist distance from the body, into Fuk Sao, and then forward. And again, rotating through this a minimum of 3 times. With your body, you want to pay attention to your balance, making sure that throughout the whole form, none of the movements of your hand have any effect on your center of balance. Parrying to the left, back to the center, vertical palm strike forward, down into Tan Sao, Hun Sao, rotating the forearm back to the side. Into B section now, opening up on the left, rotating around, striking straight down, same on the right, recoiling back up to Bong Sao, rotating behind, striking out with the heels of the palms, into Bong Sao, rotating around, striking down and forwards, recoiling up, left over right, cutting out, coming back in, right over left with the fingers at the elbows, rotating to parallel arms, cut down, palms to the floor and back, piercing the fingers up to eye height, palms forward, straight arms coming down, pinching the fingers, keeping your arms straight, coming up to shoulder height, form 2 fists and rotate back. Into C section now, opening up on the left, parrying to the right, coming back to the left, 45-degree palm strike, down into Tan Sao, Hun Sao, and back to your side. Same thing on the right. Make sure that with your parries, that your fingers stay at shoulder height and don't go any further than your armpits. Now opening up on the left, piercing down to the navel. Keep this angle in the arm, cutting up to the eyes, cutting down to the groin, up to the throat. Chun Sil coming down, horizontal palm strike, Chun Sil, Chun Sil, and back. Same thing on the right. So you'll notice the angle in the elbow stays constant from this point right up until the palm strike at the end. And now there the angle changes. Rotation into Bong Sil. Chun Sil comes straight forward from the armpit, changes into Dai Sil, Fuk Sil, and Bong Sil, keeping your wrist on center, rotating into Chun Sil, reverse palm strike, returning to Chun Sil, and back. Same thing on the right. Chun, Dai, Fuk, Bong, back into Chun, reverse palm, Chun Sil, and back. Piercing forward on the left, right hand comes across just under the arm, the elbow, exchanging those over 5 times. You want your fingers pointed down, and then finishing with 6 punches with the knuckles down the center.